Hey, Jesse here from Jesse Lee Woodworking, and it's springtime, baby. I'm reporting outside from my lawn, where behind me I just have a stainless steel trough that was left behind from an old bar, and I almost threw this thing out, but then I decided, well, who doesn't need more planting flower beds? Well, if you live here at my house, you know there's never enough. So what I have here is I'm gonna put a frame around this. I wanna make something pretty dope, just out of some 2x4s and some pressure treated wood. So yeah, let's get this thing going. All right, quick tip here. Just before you start firing in screws, especially when you start working towards the end of the grain, for even on pressure treated wood, never trust it. So spend 5 minutes, take a nice drill bit, drill in all pilot holes. It's gonna make it look 10 times better, and it'll look like somebody who actually knew what they were doing did it. All right, so let's build this sucker. I got all the pieces cut, all the pilot holes drilled. Now I'm gonna assemble it upside down right here on my driveway. I just got a cabinet clamp to hold this in place. That way it'll keep everything super square. Plus I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch around the whole perimeter. Then that way there's just a little bit of wiggle room if I ever have to take it out. Hopefully I'll never have to do that. This thing is gonna weigh a freaking ton when you fill it up with some dirt. So trying to make it as light as possible. And yeah, so let's screw up the frame. So I got this thing stood up. I got about 1,000 screws in there, so this isn't going anywhere. But this is kind of the outside frame, and you know, I don't know. I'm fucking stupid sometimes, and I come up with these crazy ideas. I have no idea whether or not this is gonna look good, or frankly, if it's even gonna really work that well. But I have a ton of wood all over my property, so I thought maybe I'd use some of these limbs that are off the Norway maple that I cut down all over this place. And I thought maybe I'd just start placing them kind of something like that all the way across all the sides. Now, I don't know, I probably just added about 1.5 hours of extra work to it, but I think it's gonna be pretty dope. I don't really know how this is gonna come out, so you're gonna see it as I'm figuring it out. All right, so it's the next day, and I'm finally done with this thing. I finished this in probably about 7 hours. So it was a full day's worth of work, and really making something like this shouldn't take that long. But because I was putting together all of these tree limbs, I actually was short a few pieces. So I had to actually get out the saw and cut down a few more branches. But for the most part, this thing is completely done. I finished it off with a flat black spray paint. Again, not really something that you traditionally want to use, but again, this is my design. I can do whatever the hell I want. And also, I thought it did come out pretty cool. It's definitely not anything that anybody has ever built before. So again, sometimes woodworking and making your own designs, some can be a hit, some can be a miss, but at the end of the day, this thing's gonna age out pretty well as well. As the bark starts to peel off, or if it does, it should start to like weather outside because it's never gonna come inside. It's got 2 cubic feet of dirt inside of it as well. So this thing weighs probably 800 pounds easily. So it's gonna be here permanent. And from the top down, it's got a lot of space. This is going to allow for a ton of vegetables or some cut flowers. I am done, and it's on to the next project. So check out my channel and follow along for anything more.